It's time for six-figure trucking period 19. Let's look at my compensation as a W-2 company driver. First, we'll talk about my logs for the week. I was paid for 3,193 dispatched miles. I had 2,827 logged miles. My utilization this week was 100%. The day in orange, I was on a paid 34-hour reset, my unedited pay statement for period 19 of 2024. This includes all trips from April 28th to May 4th. The first trip this week started at the Fort Recovery, Ohio terminal and ended in Dallas, Texas. It had 5 stops in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, then 7 stops in Texas, including Sanger, Roanoke, Louisville, and Dallas. It paid $1,087 for 1,145 miles. The second trip this week went from Dallas, Texas to Laredo, Texas. It paid $307 for 442 miles. The third trip this week went from Laredo, Texas to Kinston, North Carolina. It paid $1,049 for 1,606 miles. Empty miles paid $14. Securement paid $35. I was paid $100 for a 34-hour reset. Loaded miles paid $2,021, and stops paid $274. Total earnings for this week was $2,444. We keep hearing that across the industry, drivers are getting less miles and making less money. I am one that believes in hard numbers rather than anecdotal information. Here's the comparison of my miles and compensation for the last 4 years. This looks at a comparison through week 19 of each year. 19 weeks into the year, my gross income is $41,311, and I've driven 53,110 miles. This averages out to $2,174 per week and 2,795 miles per week. Estimating that over a year, I am on track to earn $113,061 for 145,353 miles. Through week 19 of 2024, I have been loaded 93% of the miles, and 15% have been hazmat placarded miles. This is a map of the miles per state, year to date in which I have driven. This week, I did not add any additional states to the map. Here's the home time that I've taken this payroll year. No home time was added this week. I have been on home time 7 times so far this year, totaling 24 days. I've also had 10 paid 34-hour resets on the road. I am not paid hourly, but let's calculate like an hourly job. For the week, my gross pay was $2,444 for 61 hours of work. If we break it down into a typical hourly job, it could be 40 regular hours and 21 hours of overtime, resulting in an effective pay rate of $34.03 per hour. Straight hourly pay would be $39.92 per hour. Year to date, I've earned $41,311 for 1,034 hours worked. Out of those hours, 759 would be regular time and 275 overtime. If we calculate it weekly, with overtime, the effective pay rate is about $35.26 per hour. However, as straight time, it's approximately $39.95 per hour. Taking a look at the "If only truck drivers were paid for every hour in the truck" calculation page. 19 weeks have went by so far, the total's 3,192 hours. I have been at home 575 of those hours. That works out to 2,617 hours from the pre-trip leaving home to the post-trip returning home. My compensation through week 19 is $41,311. That works out to $15.79 per hour, away from home. As always, make sure you are enjoying every day at work.